Connie Mitchell, and I want to share with you a quick, simple, fun Christmas gift idea. You know how you're always looking for something little to give all your coworkers or the teachers at school, or something simple, little that says, I'm creative and I like you. Here it is. It's a bag that says Merry Christmas, fully lined with a cute little string to tie it. And you can make it on your embroidery machine. It's an In the Hoop project, so I want to take this video and show you basically how to do it. The only thing you do outside of the hoop is thread the jute string and sew up the side. That's it, and you're done. It takes about 30 minutes total or less, and you stuff it with candy or whatever you want to give your friends and say Merry Christmas and enjoy showing them what a creative, fun person you are. Come join me. Start with your 240 by 150 size hoop. It can be a hoop of your choice. I like to use my large metal magnetic hoop. It works excellent for these types of projects, but use the one you want. Get some tearaway stabilizer. I like the Floriani. Cut it to the size of your hoop and then go ahead and put it inside your hoop or hoop it. Need some brown thread. Go ahead and put that on your machine. You're going to need red thread. You're going to need some jute string and some 3/8 inch ribbon of your choice, a 7 by 12 piece of burlap, and then also cut a 7 by 12 piece of your choice of lining fabric. I suggest you go ahead and iron your burlap. And I want to take a moment here and tell you to go ahead and buy the burlap that is sold on the bolt, or in other words, by the yard. It's a higher quality burlap and has a little bit denser of a weave, which you're going to find burlap's loosely woven anyway. And if you have it too loose, then it won't hold together well. You're going to load your hoop and your design, and the first thing you're going to sew is the placement line where you lay your burlap on top of your stabilizer. Once it sews its placement line, you're going to take your piece of burlap and lay it over the top, making sure you cover the entire outline. And I just go ahead and use some Scotch tape to hold the burlap in place. What happens is if you happen to sew over it, it's easy to rip out. It doesn't hurt anything, and it's cheap. Next, you're going to sew the placement lines for your ribbon. You'll notice that the front has the line separated. That's so you can get your bow right in the center of the bag. The design stops at this point, so that you can get your ribbon and put it in place. Go ahead and clean up any jumps that you have in the thread so that it doesn't get under the ribbon. Cut yourself a piece of the ribbon that's long enough to cover the entire length of the placement lines, and then make sure you get them laid on there so that they cover the lines well. Tape them down with your Scotch tape and go ahead and do the next step, which is to stitch or tack down that ribbon. The design is going to stop again, and at this point you want to go ahead and trim the jumps and go ahead and get your sharp scissors and clip between the tack down lines. Go ahead and clip fairly closely and get all the ends cleaned up, and there you have your casing for your jute string. Before you start the next step, you're going to need to get a piece of your water-soluble stabilizer and cover the front area of your burlap so that your design does not sink down into the burlap. Change to your red thread and go ahead and start stitching. When your design is done stitching, it's going to stop, and at this point you're going to want to pull all the tape out and clean it up again. Get as much as you can of the water soluble stabilizer out so it doesn't catch in your lining. Right along this top line is where the design is going to attach the lining to your bag. Take your lining fabric and lay it on top of your burlap face down and make sure it covers all the outline of the burlap. You can start your machine now, and it is going to tack down or attach the lining at the top of the bag. It does a zigzag stitch as well so that that burlap doesn't ravel, which it has a tendency to do.
And this is what your machine did, and you want to clean it up on front and back before we stitch it. So let's get to that. Cut out those threads, and then you're going to pull backing off, and just make sure you've got your finger right along there. But you want to get as much of this as you can off of your burlap. You will need to support the burlap some because it does tend to fray and give quite easily. We'll get it as clean as we can there. Then we're going to come along here. If you take your scissors and you just go along the edges to give a little bit of support. The nice thing is that because you haven't ironed this on, it does pull away from things quite easily. And you really don't want to iron it onto your burlap because that burlap really doesn't have much stability. That's what I would call it. But you do want to pull it out and get it nice and clean out of there.
You're going to do the same on the front with your water-soluble stabilizer and get it good and clean so it looks like this when you're done.
So when you go to press it, you don't want to press it this way. You want to press the lining this way because the burlap is thicker than the lining. So you want to get that lining to lay flat by pressing it this direction.
All right, grab your ruler and line it up with that outline on your burlap bag and go ahead and take a pin and draw a line straight down the edge of your lining. Do this on both sides of your bag. Measure 5.5 inches from the seam down to the end of the line and make a mark. Do this on both sides. Take your ruler and line it up between the marks and draw a straight line. These are your sewing lines for your lining. You're going to fold the bag in half, matching up your seam and your lines, and go ahead and pin it. Go ahead and double pin that burlap so it doesn't move on you. Now you're ready to sew your bag closed. Start at the bottom of your lining and stitch in a little ways, and then jump and start stitching again so that you have a hole to turn your bag right side out. When you get to the burlap side, you want to stitch just inside the placement lines. When you get to the end of the seam, you want to turn the fabric around and sew a second line just on the other side of the placement line along the burlap to keep it from raveling. You can trim your fabric at this point. Don't trim the burlap too close And then go ahead, start turning it right side out. You're going to push your corners out and then sew the hole closed in the lining. And then you can push it inside your burlap bag. Cut you a length of about 10 inches of jute thread and thread it onto a large tapestry needle and gently thread the jute through the casing. You want to start threading your jute through the center front. Work around the back and then come back through the other side of the front. This is so your knot will be in the front of your bag. Now fill your bag up with goodies and go enjoy giving some of your creativity to your friends, neighbors, and all those people you care about.